Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Tony's Picks Morning Show. I'm Tony T with you here every day at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time, giving out live replays for today's card. And on today's show, well, it's just college basketball here for you today as the NBA takes a break. We know the NHL is on Olympic break for another week or so, a little more than a week. And of course, the crew here doesn't handicap college baseball. I know Crawford does, but college baseball debuts today with some games up there. We do cover that here at Tony's Picks. I know we've got Ramon and Ron Crawford. They keep an eye on college baseball because Ron Crawford really specializes in the SEC. Why not? I call it the not Triple League, the Quadruple League. I think it's better than AAA baseball, to be honest with you. how much better it's gotten over the years. And now with this NIL money, look out for SEC baseball. It's exciting to watch when you have your time to watch it, which I may take in some games this weekend with just college basketball going on today. So, guys, make sure you give us that thumbs up. We greatly appreciate it. It really helps us build up our audience when you do that. And if you would, be sure to set those notifications with 5 live shows over our channel. You don't want to miss anything. We're always chat interactive, so we welcome your guys' comments in the chat. You can even post your picks in the chat as we go block by block. You guys are more than welcome to do that, and appreciate that as well. So let's go ahead and meet the cappers and get right to the picks as we don't mess around here on the Tony's Picks Morning Show. We'll say hello, Rod. Rod, what's going on?
Well, not too much, Tony. Hey, it was a busy day. So shout out Alessandra for covering me on the happy hour show, hosting it. I see Bo checked in as well. Ron checked in. So hey, shout out to you guys. I'll be back at it today, back at the happy hour show. But hey, after yesterday, nice 2-0 day, can't complain. And in my wood shedding, as they say, because I had a little bit of a rough patch roll along. Those happen. So you can't get too down on yourself. And hey, yesterday was a 2-0 day. Let's hopefully this is a start of a nice new streak, and we start heading upwards in the upward trajectory. As a nice little 2-0 day yesterday. Shout out Hofstra and shout out Portland getting the job done late in that one. It was a late steam play. I figured it was a good spot for Portland and pounced on that one. After the Hofstra win. So, hey, 2-0 yesterday. On to today, as you said, some college basketball, but some pretty good games here. Looking forward to this college basketball card. I think some spots to make us some money. So, let's get to it.
Very good. Let's say hello to Bo. Bo, how you doing today?
Hey, good morning, guys. Coming off a so-so day, man. But like Ron said, it's the ups and downs, man, of this business. But one thing we always do, man, is stay focused, trust the system. We definitely always have more winners than losers. So, ready to get to the card today. It's a good card, man. Some money spots in there. Let's go ahead and get to it, man. What's up to the chat?
That's right. Win or lose, we still come back for you guys here on the live show. Yeah, 1-2 for me. I had a best bet, man. Utah Tech. I was that line was. I just understand how they were getting almost 8 points in that game. It just blew me away. Should have. I'm not. I thought to myself, I should put a little money line in this one, but I just went with the spread because that line just looked way off in that game. Of course, is it almost a 7.5, 8-point favorite. Utah Tech wins the game outright against Utah Valley in that one. All right, we'll get to it here in college basketball. Here we'll break the card down in two today for this Friday card. We'll cover the games in block one. We're going to do a little differently here because of the games are early start, heavy on the early start. So we'll cover the games here at 6:30 Eastern and include the 7 Eastern game. So the 8 and later we'll do in the second block. So 6:30 Eastern, include the 7 Eastern games. Some notables here, not too many notables. This is where you have a lot of the smaller conferences here. George Mason, George Washington. Washington, 2.5-point favorite in that one. We also have Quinnipiac and Siena. Siena laying 3.5 at home. Cornell, Princeton. Cornell, 3.5 on the road in that one. Manhattan, Niagara will start it off at 6:30. Niagara laying 2, total 138. We start with Rod.
Yeah, a couple I'm looking at. I like Niagara at home here. That's where they play their better ball. Both these teams not playing the greatest this season. You look at Manhattan out on the road. Jasper is 1-11, 2-10 against that number. While Niagara at home, 4-5, 4-4 against that number. I think where they play their better ball, I think they pull away there in that one. I'll take Niagara, lay the 1.5. And then looking at Cornell and Princeton, I like the over there in that one. 155 seems a little bit light. We know both these squads can get up and down. Also, Lee, I don't know. Princeton at home has been pretty good. Pretty solid squad, 7-1, 5-2 against that number. They keep it close. I would rather see 3.5, but it's a 3. I would lean to Princeton, but I like the over there as the play. Cornell and Princeton. I don't think any defenses played in that one. I think we probably cruised into the 170s. So give me the over 155.5 in that one. And I think that's it for the morning block there. A couple I like there.
From the early block, there we go with Rod. We move on over to Bo from 6:30 and include the 7 Eastern.
All right, I'm gonna look at this George Mason, 2.5 over George Washington. This team has covered that last 7 out of 10. On the other side, George Washington just 2-6 in the last 8, 1-4 at the house, ATS. So yeah, man, I think George Mason better team, got 21 wins. That shows. So you might need to sprinkle some of that money line, but I like George Mason in that spot. Columbia, they're going up against Penn. They already beat Penn this season. They getting 3.5. I don't understand that one. I think they're the better team. They got 6 wins straight up on the road in the conference. So I think we're getting a gift with the 3.5 points with Columbia. Another game I like is St. Peter's. They land -1, 1.5. They already beat this Sacred Heart before. Sacred Heart done lost 3 games straight, giving up 75 points plus no 3 losses. We got St. Peter's coming in, covering last 3 out of 4, 2-1 in last 2, putting up over 70 points, no 2 wins. So yeah, man, give me St. Peter's on the money line in that one.
There we go with Bo. Tell you what I think on some of these games here. I'm going to go with Siena here, laying this number here against Quinnipiac. Quinnipiac, a team that struggled with 2-point shooting and at the free throw line. Also, they have struggles defending the 3-point line against the conference. Siena, number 1 in offensive efficiency in the Metro Atlantic, a team that secures a basketball, 56% shooting from 2-point distance. They make their free throws. And on defense, this is a team that defends the 2-point shot very well. Quinnipiac has missed the cover in 7 of 9 with poor shooting. Siena has won 6 of 7 with great shooting here. I'll look at Siena in that one. I agree with Bo. I'll look at George Washington laying this number. George Washington sits second in effective field goal shooting in the conference, strong on the glass. They make their threes, and they hit their 2-point shots here about 54%, a team that forces turnovers defensively. George Mason sits 8th in offensive efficiency in the A-10, a team that struggles hitting threes, and at the free throw line, just 71%. And they don't really force turnovers defensively in conference. You look at the past month, the Patriots just 31% from 3, and George Washington, a very good shooting team at home. I'll look at them in this spot, George Washington. All right, let's continue here on the Tony X Morning Show. Close out a college basketball here with the final games here. We'll cover the games at 8 Eastern and include the 11 p.m. Eastern game. And some of the notables here would be Michigan State, Wisconsin. Michigan State now up. This one's moved up here up to 2.5. I was seeing ones last night. 2.5 is the number here for Michigan State on the road. St. Louis and Loyola Chicago. Some say this might be the best mid-major team, St. Louis. We'll see. Well, Gonzaga, of course, in that small conference. I don't consider them mid-major, but St. Louis here, 18.5, almost 19 now on the road in that one. Will Miami O's go? We don't know here. Miami O laying 10 against Ohio there. The Bobcats big dog today. UNLV and Boise up to 10.5 now, total 154. Now, I saw 9.5 last night in this game. This one's jumped up. And your game, your ESPN HBC Classic, this one will be played in the Forum in LA. North Carolina A&T and Hampton on ESPN2, 11 Eastern time. This one a neutral court in LA. I think it's to showcase HBSC for the NBA All-Star game on ESPN2. Hampton, 2.5-point favorites. Total sits here at 140. We got to start here with Rod.
And I'm going to backtrack just to one game I missed earlier. I like Brown here, taking on Harvard. You look Brown, when they get out on the road against these good shooting teams like Harvard is that are making over 45% of their field goals, guess what? Brown steps up. 9-0 ATS-wise in this spot. So give me Brown plus the points. I think they can keep it close with Harvard. And then another one, we're moving on into this time block, the night block here. Give me Ohio. Give me the Bobcats. Going to keep it close. You're going to get the best of their game here in this one against Miami O. And you look what they've done head-to-head against Miami O over the seasons. And I don't see any double-digit wins for Miami O. The last time they met, Ohio last year got the win outright. And you look the last 10 head-to-head, 9-1 ATS-wise are these Bobcats. The wins that Miami O has against them, we've seen a 4-point win last year, February 1st. So about this time last year was a 4-point win. Other than that, it was all the Bobcats winning. So I think Not the same squad, though, as what you've seen last year. This Miami O squad is the better squad, but you look at covering, they've been winning games, but cover-wise, over their last, they're 50-50 over their last 6. Cover 1, win 1, cover 1, not cover 1, cover 1, not cover 1. And if that trend continues, this is the spot where they don't cover. So I'll grab the Bobcats, keep it close with Miami O in that one. And then St. Louis coming out on the road there. You look 6-0 on the road, but they're a 50-50 at best. I'll take Loyola Chicago there in that one. You're getting me 19 points, just like I did yesterday with Gardner Webb. You gave me 20.5. I grabbed the 20.5, and we got the cover. Same thing. Give me the Ramblers in that one to keep it close with St. Louis. You're getting such a boatload. St. Louis takes their foot off their gas. You put the backups in. You take the starters once you get a 20-something point lead. And then back door is wide open for the Ramblers to come in and get a cover there. And then looking at that Hampton, I like Hampton here in the spot, lay 2 against North Carolina A&T. You look, North Carolina A&T 3-9 on the road and 8-4 against the number. Why? Because they're getting bigger numbers. They're only getting 2 here in this spot. Not enough. I like Hampton. The Pirates there in that one are the better squad. Not even close. Better team, better. It's going to show right from opening tip. 2, I got this. Should be Hampton favored by at least 4.5, 5. So I'll lay the 2 with Hampton there in that one.
Yeah, with Rod, that game on neutral court in LA, ESPN2, late night, 11 Eastern time. On over to Bo.
Yeah, man, I like that Hampton play. They already played, I think, like 14 days ago. It wasn't too long. They beat them like 81-64. So massive, big win for Hampton. Better shooters, even another court, man. I think they'll get the big win. So I'll lay that 2. On that Michigan game, I think Michigan, they both coming off wins against Illinois, but I think Michigan State is a better team, especially when it comes to offensive rebounds. They really crash them boards. And that's something that Wisconsin is lacking. They kind of want it done when they, miss a shot. They don't really crash. So I think Michigan State will win the rebound battle, get those second chance shots. So I think that's the reason why that line going up. So if you can grab it about 2, maybe try to find a 1.5, just shop around. But I like Michigan State to come in there and get that cover on the road against Wisconsin. Also, that Ohio game, it's a big game tonight. Like Rod said, man, they always play each other tough. That over and under is sitting at 163.5. The last 3 games for Ohio, they're 2-1 ATS. And those 2 wins, they scored 91 points plus. On the other side, Miami, Ohio, their last 4 out of 5 games, they've scored 85 points plus. So I think we see a lot of points in this game. So I'm going to take the over 163.5 on that one.
Yeah, from Bo, we welcome Jorge into the show here. Jorge, we're on the second block here, so you can just give us what you got today from college basketball.
Yeah, man, it's a track meet everywhere. I mean, you guys already mentioned it, overs. Cornell, they actually play a little bit of defense, but still, they're going to go into Princeton. They're going to try to run and gun it every opportunity that they get. Which other one kind of stuck out to me a little bit? Cornell at 155.5. I know Princeton wants to play their slowdown, but they'll run if tempted. Agree with Ohio and Miami, Ohio. Even Ohio plus the points there. That's a little bit of a rivalry. They got the onus on their back, 24-0. Read a great article at the beginning of the year that said they could probably go undefeated, and they're right. Man, they're just an offensive machine, but defense, has been exposed a little bit over the last 5, 6, 7 games in the conference, and it's kind of been a tough battle in those games. Hampton, I do like them. They're not one at home, but these small conferences, man, one player's off, and it can ruin the whole handicap. They have no bench. I've been on the short end of a couple of bets here. NCAAB and A&T at 7-3 against the spread. So it's just something kind of want to watch. It's definitely a good enough spread to take Hampton, but some of these matchups in these small schools, they lose their one key player and then get blown out by Chicago State, who actually won yesterday. I shouldn't have been talking bad about them. They've actually covered like 4 straight games.
I know. That's El Nino's jinx.
Yeah, exactly. So I actually might be looking on them. But the Rebels over 155. Rebels are combined 49 free throws a game, and Boise State is 43. Rebels foul a lot, sloppy fouling a lot. I think that'll push the total up over that, even though they might be a little bit slower than some people think. I don't. I think there'll be a lot of point scoring there. Rebels have had to go small too. Injuries left and right, and I'm sure you guys were all over Grand Canyon when they came to play the Rebels. The Rebels were not
right. Not right.
That's the only time Rebels can cover, man. If they're a big dog on the road or they're not supposed to win, then they'll cover. If San Jose State was missing 3 key players, couldn't cover.
Fresno State game, that was supposed to be in the get right spot, right?
Yeah.
It got worse. It didn't get right. It got worse. It got worse spot for them.
They like the underdog role. The bigger, the better.
You're the better. Exactly there. Yep. The El Nino's Chicago State jinx got real. He was just trashing that program and against New Haven. And since then, Chicago State went on a run. That's right. They've been balling. It's probably their best streak of win, probably the longest win streak in program history right now for them.
Hey, we don't have a lot going on today. So look, how about what we were talking? What I was talking about, I think yesterday, about the tanking.
Yeah,
Utah.
right.
$500,000 fine. Yeah,
that's it.
Right.
I don't know. I don't know if it's deserving though. They won the game. You know, the owner came out. You know, you played your starters for 3 games. You got a big lead, and you sit them down. Now everyone knows they're tanking.
Right.
Oh, easy, Charlie. Easy. There's no dogs right now, Charlie. To bet on. So, I mean, UNLV, I guess, plus that. Yeah. But no, they were tanking, and I guess Milwaukee was Pacers. I think Pacers were the other one, got a smaller fine. But yeah, I don't know. I guess you should give the fine, right? Because you can't let the precedent be there. But yeah, just and another great article I read, guys. People like LeBron is smart. You know what I mean? I can't stand him on the court and how he's ruined the league when it'll be better the day he leaves. But he's smart. All these load management games is just prolonging their career, getting them another $20, $30 million.
It's possible.
They need to tighten up on it. Anyway, I just wanted to throw there because we talked about it a little bit. And we talked about tanking or not. Now, those guys are tanking.
Well, Utah got fined last year. They got fined last year. The problem with it, they got the problem is the way the coach answered the question in the press conference after the game. Were you planning on bringing them back in? Nope. He had no follow-up, right? He just said no. He didn't follow it up. See, that's the problem. And also, too, that to me, I think that sparked everything because he didn't explain. Now, yesterday he explained, well, yeah, we had Markkanen and Johnson here on a minutes restriction to preserve their health. Yeah, but it's too late. The damage is already done.
Then you see what they did? Johnson, I guess, or Jackson, poor Jackson, he gets over there. They're balling, and he's got some kind of growth in his knee, so he's done for the season. They got to remove the growth. And they put Larkin in, wherever the hell his name is. They benched him for rest. They got the fine. They got the fine. So they just said, F it.
It was a back end of a back. That's what we thought. It was a back end of a back to back. That's why I figured. I picked it wrong. I thought they would rest in the first game, but they said in the second game.
Rod, who's winning the Olympics in hockey?
Canada. You see McDavid? McDavid come out of the house and they're strolling a cat. He's hitting fucking people. He's like, wham! I'm getting a goal, bitches. Wow.
Well, seriously, I don't know the other teams at all. I mean, I've been doing pretty good following stats. Tony teased me. It says I was waiting for hockey to come back. I could have a better winning record in hockey than I do for other sports right now, ironically. But I'm not doing a whole lot. But I'm just going off the numbers. To me, it's a condensed baseball game, shorter margins.
It'll probably be Canada-U.S. It'll probably be Canada-U.S. Everybody wants to be Canada. Awesome. We all want to see Canada-U.S.
That'd be the best.
He came in that first game. He came out and he leveled a Czech guy, just leveled him. And they hit the bench, and Marchand goes to Tom Wilson because he's on the same line. He's like, Willie, nice hit, buddy. Wilson goes over and goes, I didn't do it. That was Connor. And Marchand's like, what? Really? So, yeah, McDavid's hitting people. People are like,
I forgot to ask you, Rod. Rod, what's Czechia? Yeah. What is Czechia? I've never heard of Czechia. Is that a way to get Russian hockey players? Is that a way to get Russian hockey players on the team? Is that?
That's the old Czechoslovakia.
Is it? Okay.
They changed the name of the country to Czechia. It's not Czechoslovakia anymore. They named it. It's now called Czechia. So the old, formerly known as Czechoslovakia, is now Czechia.
Okay, there we go. I just thought
not a fix to sneak some extra Russians into the.
Yeah, I thought it was some sort of scam like they did last time.
Kazakhstan. If you don't want to be part of Russia, you go over to Kazakhstan and you play for them.
Latvia is another one out there, right?
Latvia's got some players, man. Watch out. You got to look at that
part of the world.
Silvos, the goalie that's been hot for the Pittsburgh Penguins, comes from Latvia. So they have a goalie in Latvia. It's not like they got some bums. And they, the other guy from Columbus, Elvis Merzlurkins, is the other goalie. So they have Silvos and they got 2 NHL goalies on Latvia. So not complete bums, like you think. Wow, this French squad though. Woo. Not so many. Hey, no play hockey. Not so many. Maybe from Montreal, but we don't
want no French officials out there on the hockey ice. So no judges.
No.
They are a little crooked. Oh, you pay me extra? Okay, I take your money, and you get winner.
On a serious note, though, of all the sports. Maybe boxing, I guess, the same, because you're hitting the other person or what. But it almost seems like hockey can get more intense during the Olympics than the NHL. But I mean, the championship, granted, but it can. I think with the fans and the players, it might be the only sport that at the Olympic level, it's a bigger deal. I think the energy or the overall combined assignment is probably bigger in the Olympics than any other sport.
Then they haven't ruined it with a lot of commercials either. They keep it going. These games finish in 2.5 hours. They don't stop the action. That's what I like about Olympic hockey. You don't get a lot of breaks in Olympic hockey.
Dude, like I said, I'm barely learning the numbers on hockey now and following it. But I watched when I was 10 years old. I watched the USA Canada game. You know what I mean? That was like the only hockey game I ever watched in my life. So it's
back in the day, the Canada Cup was a big deal. Back in the day.
Oh no, always.
Oh yeah,
that was a big thing.
The Canada Cup. Yep.
Yeah, the intensity there was. And Ron, I want to ask you, there's supposed to be some revenge spot where I didn't get the name of the player that took a cheap shot to the head. He's supposed to score off with the opponent there. They were talking there could be some fisticuffs in one of the games. You remember? Do you hear about that?
Back in the somebody took a
hit to the head and a check right to his head. Yeah, because they were talking about that they were going to meet that they were going to be on opposing Olympic teams, and that was that though there could be some fisticuffs there.
Yeah, same team. Well, yeah, because it was in that. I think it's Canada US. Everybody wants to see Canada US. I'm telling you.
Yeah, might have been that. Yeah, I forgot.
Because I think Canada US. I'm sure it was Canada. Oh no, it might have been.
The Predator team with the guy from the Predators.
Swedish or the Nashville guy, right? And I think
the Nashville guy took a shot to the head, and they said they said, well, they're going to square off against each other. There could be some retaliation here.
And the guy's face was swelled up like this. His one side was, and he took a mean elbow or to the face in that hit. Yeah, and so I remember seeing it. So yes, they are going to face off. Are they going to be retaliation? I don't know. It's tough. Olympic hockey, you can get yourself ejected and tossed right out real quick.
And they know.
So you're definitely they real do it a lot. So I better do
it. Sorry, Rod. You better do it in pool play. Don't do it. You won't see that thing elimination.
They're gonna be paying attention.
Yeah,
they'll be paying. Yeah, but
in a pool game.
In a pool game, they could probably do it, and they're going to meet in the pool. I believe that's what they were saying. They've been talking about that, so to keep an eye on them. Just to get my picks. Keep an eye, guys. There's going to be some trouble there. But just to let you know, I agree with the Ohio pick here. The Bobcats, as it's been talked about, the defense for the Red Hawks, the concern here over the past month, giving a 46% shooting. That's a high number there in the MAC. And the Red Hawks here, tough. They don't defend the 2-point shot very well at 54%. That's going to hurt them if they get into the March Madness as their 2-point defense, I think, because teams will exploit that. That's easily exploitable. And Ohio, a very good team with 2-point shooting, 56% for 2-point range. Don't launch the three, just go inside today. Draw fouls and get the shots around the bucket. I think that's the strategy there for Ohio to cover that number. I think UMass is another one that can cover this big number here. Zips have failed to cover 3 of 4. Poor 3-point defense. Minutemen in pretty good shooting form here over the past month. 48%, 37% from 3. I think this is a time where you look at dogs. We're deeper in the conference. We're deeper in play right now where the bad teams get a little better. and sometimes these good teams just kind of plateau a little bit. So I'll look here at taking the points there. I agree with Jorge. I like the points here with UNLV, and now it's up to 10.5. This Boise team is not in good defensive form. You look at the last month, giving up 48% shooting, 42% for three. You have no business laying double digits here in this game.
And the fouls, guys, the free throws, the amount of free throws is crazy. And the Rebels foul a lot. They're horribly disciplined on defense when it comes to that. And I think they're probably going small. The only thing on the points, Tony, watch as much as you can if they release who's going to play. That's just been their Achilles heel all year. They haven't been 100% healthy the whole season.
Yeah, they've had some injuries, and I know you keep a fine eye on the program. What's your thoughts here with the move here to the Pac-12? We're kind of splitting up the Mountain West here. They are adding teams in the Mountain West, but the UNLV heading to the Pac, the new 4 and Pac-12, I guess.
Who's going to the Pac-12?
They're splitting up the conference. Mountain West, these teams are moving to the Pac-12. UNLV, I believe Fresno State, San Diego State is moving, and they're splitting the conference. The Pac-12 is.
I haven't seen anything that the Rebels. I thought they were staying in the Mountain West. I saw there were some lawsuits, so I quit paying attention. When I got to that level, I was like, "Oh, this is just a shit show. Who knows where they're going to sit?" And we'll have to wait for the judges to come out. So I guess I got to look it up. My bad. I don't know.
I'm sorry. You are right. UNLV has decided to remain in the Mountain West for 26-27 season, then join the rebuilt Pac-12 after one more season.
Now, that's because the lawyers came up and said, look, you can't afford to leave, and then the Pac-12 wasn't going to give them the money to leave. We have no money. If the Rebels can have a winning season, the fact that we're as good as we are in football is amazing, guys. One, I think it's just the stadium, and they're exciting, right? They score a lot, so they're good for TV. Otherwise, the school is broke. The whole school system is broke. And the basketball program, for what Dave Rice did recruiting with the 110th budget, they should have never got rid of them because it's a poor school, man. We're a small school.
That's right, because the Pac-12 ended up staying. Pac-12 poached Boise State, San Diego State, Fresno State, Colorado State, Utah State, and New Mexico. So that's who they poached away.
I think it's good for the Rebels to stay. Look, going over to that Pac-12 doesn't necessarily improve it. The Rebels can dominate in the conference, and they figured out the recipe, man. It's called TV. You're the top team in the Mountain West Conference, and they get a deal with the CBS Sports or FS1. That's where they're going to make their money.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. I believe UTEP. I believe another team is North Dakota State going in the Mountain West, as well as Northern Illinois.
Yeah, for football, that'll be the football is actually going to get. Football might be better.
Yeah.
Than the other what Mountain West was. You know what I mean? It may not get worse. It may get a little bit better, but UNLV's a mid-major, man. I tell all my buddies that they'll call and give me a hard time. So I was like, oh, hey, if we could even get it every 4 years, any mid-major that could get every 4 years can put something together, especially with the way NIL is right now, and can make a run. That's a successful mid-major program because it's just the economics today of college sports.
Yeah, no doubt about that. All right, we got you through college basketball. Now it's time for our Parlay Promo segment where Cabr's giving a parlay, team play prop, game of the future, or they can step in and look at some of the Rising Stars game or some all-star prop here. They can do that. We'll start here with Rod.
Two-teamer, we're going to take Brown plus the points. Take Ohio plus the points. Little two-teamer for you. And then we'll take a little two-teamer in Olympic hockey that starts in about 20 minutes or so. Canada plays Switzerland today. They'll whoop it up. They're a -3 in that one. They already won yesterday 5-0. I think you get the same result. Lay the -3. Pair that up with the team they played yesterday, which was Czechia. Czechia's playing, I want to say, a lower down. They might be playing France. But either way, laid the 3.5. Both favorites win. Whip it up today in men's hockey. You can take both favorites. Lay the puck lines, as they say. That's the only thing in Olympic hockey I find is that it's as you get later on, the value is on these plus 2.5s they give you in Olympic hockey. So get as we get through these pool games where you see Canada taking on France, and you start to see Canada taking on Finland, taking on Sweden. Winning by 3 goals and 4 goals is not where you want to be. You want to be on the other side. You got to remember that Finnish teams, they got a bunch of NHLers. Sweden's got a bunch of NHLers. Germany's got good old Leon Draisaitl and a bunch of NHLers. So these teams have some NHL guys. Don't be trying to change to -3.5. I'm telling you, these two games I gave you today, yes, favorites. You're gonna win. It'll be like 5-0, 6-0 type of games. So
yeah, we saw that with Sweden. We saw that with Sweden and Italy, right? Italy hung around to cover the puck line, right? That's
exactly, and that's what'll happen. Yeah, those teams will hang around. Great Britain used to be one of those teams that would hang around, but we haven't seen Olympic hockey in 12 years. It's been since we've seen NHLers play in the Winter Olympics. So been a long time.
I miss the old days when Russia would beat Poland 14-0.
Right? Yeah. You got one of those coming up. France is that team. France is the team that snuck into the mix, and they're the team that I'm telling you, it can get really ugly. It can get really, really. See, Latvia +4 push. See, it's that Latvia's got a goalie. They can play. So
it was 1-1 after one
when you're trying to. Yeah, 1-1 after one, right? So yeah,
play that first period.
You're trying to lay 4. Yeah.
You know. And
early
early rounds are not
going to realize that.
Early rounds are not going to pull the goalie because its goal differential, I guess, will help out a lot too. So
definitely. I mean, Jordan Binnington looks real good for Canada. He knows how to handle the puck. He's been there, done that. Everybody was all like, "Oh, this guy's going to take in the NHL." Yeah, he was already looking forward to the Olympics. His whole season with St. Louis is over, and that's what Binnington has always been. That type of goalie that focuses on the big thing in the pressure moments. He was always like, what? No pressure. Get out of here. You guys don't even know what you're talking about.
Well, maybe the guy, also it's not always a goalie because the defenders in front of you could, if they've regressed, it does hurt goaltending, right? So the players in front of Binghamton are top tier right now.
Oh, easily top 6 in the NHL, no problem.
Yeah, the defense improves in front of them.
You got McCarr. You've got look at the defenseman you got in front of him. How many? It's not even fair. It's going to be Canada, U.S. I'm telling you. Maybe you sneak. Maybe the only way that it's not is that U.S. gets upset by Finland or Sweden or one of those type of squads. It's the only way that it's not Canada, U.S. The way McDavid's playing, good luck. Good luck to anybody trying to beat Canada. Good luck.
That's tough one there. All right. Of course, we still have some heat coming from last year, right? And their what they call that series last year was pretty good. It got intense.
The Four Nations.
Four Nations.
Four Nations.
There's some spillover there with this Four Nation. That was an intense. Definitely. That was an intense tournament. I like that one a lot. Right on the. Yep.
Hoping we see. We got to see Canada, U.S. for the gold medal game. Got it. That's what everybody wants to see. It'll be
the women are just going to run away with it. And the women's side, women run away with it. U.S. side,
possible. I'd probably be. That's possible. Yeah.
Who cares?
Canada women. The Canada women's team
they got crushed in the first one. They lost the U.S.
Yeah, Canada women's hockey not as the same. They had their big names checked out last Olympics. All of their the Sinclairs and the names that were on that team that carried the women's team Canada for years, not there anymore. They've all retired and moved on. So you got a whole younger generation trying to move up, and this is their first Olympics for a lot of these girls. So, yeah, I think U.S. runs away with the women's.
You know that women's hockey league is really gaining steam. I mean, they fill those arenas up, and it's intense. They play hard. I got to give them credit. We talked about that a few years ago. Not so much this year, but they're filling those arenas in that women's hockey league. We move on over to Bo here with the parlay.
Yeah, let's go ahead and take St. Peter's money line, Michigan State money line. I'm gonna pair them up with Columbia plus that 3.5. That's gonna be the nice little parlay right there. I think that'll cash some tickets today.
There we go here with Bo. Move on over to Jorge.
Actually, I like St. Peter's. He just minus the 2 is fine on that one. St. Louis sure is good, man. That's a lot of points, but you take it first half if you don't want that points, but they actually they don't let up. I wouldn't be sure. I'd take a slight lean there. I might play that one. Miami, Ohio over. I don't see that going under. And I will take a future if-then bet and take USA over Canada
There you go, boy.
So the value is there. You get some nice little plus money.
Hey, they were 1-1 last time. That's that little series they had. That's going to make it huge.
So what happens in the overtime in hockey, Rod? When we get to the medal round, is it a shootout? Is it a golden goal situation? How does it work out in the Olympics when we get into
golden goal?
Golden goal, nice.
Shootout.
Okay.
Golden goal, just
no
like
nonsense.
They always do. You play till somebody wins. Next goal wins, type of thing. Just like you put 20 minutes on the clock and away you go. See, till next goal.
Just like NHL rules, NHL playoff rules. I like that.
Yep. No 3-on-3 hockey. I think in these prelims you get the 3-on-3. If I'm not mistaken. So like these early pool games, I think if you get to overtime, then I think you do get the 3-on-3. Any of these pool games that go to OT, they revert to the 3-on-3 because I heard them talking about, what's Canada's 3-on-3 going to look like? And I'm like, 3-on-3. Like, who's going to get the 3-on-3? I don't see a whole lot of games going.
You don't see a whole lot of games going tie. It's hard to hold the puck for 90 minutes, or what is it? 60 minutes. 60 minutes.
60 minutes. Yeah. Well.
Yeah. You're gonna get forecheck.
Yeah, tough to keep Canada down for 60 minutes. I'm telling you. Not this team.
There you go.
The Winter Olympics has been pretty good. You know what I'm saying? I've been enjoying them. Yeah, pretty
I've been
good.
enjoying them too. Yeah.
Breezy Johnson with that downhill run was pretty good. It started off, and no one was ready for the Olympics. It started too fast. The downhill, it was too quick. You have to warm up to it a little bit right off the bat. Oh, first day they had the women's downhill. Jeez,
that used to be the ABC thing to watch on Sunday.
Yeah,
no sports.
yeah, the Sunday, right? They always had the skiing on the weekends, but you have to warm up to it. You can't just lead. We're going to lead it off. We're going to lead off the Olympics here. The first medal was the women's downhill. You know, that's like a marquee matchup.
Everybody's got to remember the agony of defeat.
Yeah, that's Franz Klammer run. I still think that's the best downhill I've ever seen. Franz, you young guys, go back and look at Franz Klammer in the Australian Olympics with that downhill. That was one of the impressive sporting events I've ever seen. You know how steep these mountains are, and the risk taking it takes. You can die. Downhill. It's insane, man.
You got to remember, everybody forgets last Winter Olympics, the loser guy that right into the pole passed away. Shout out to that guy and his family. But man. It came up and showed how fast they go down. Just that luge, skeleton luge, going head first. Guy head first down the thing. And they had an issue with the track. I don't know what it was. The guys were flying off, and the guy. Yeah, the heat.
Remember that? I mean, I think 4 years ago they had trouble. It wasn't getting cold enough. I forgot. It was Japan they played 4 years ago. Yeah, it was a heat wave, right? They didn't. It wasn't. Yeah.
Fuck, poor guy. Just all of a sudden, up, his sled went over, he went over, and they're doing 120 kilometers an hour on a little, it's like taking a crazy carpet and going down the damn little luge run. Is what these guys are on, literally. Like, literally.
I hat to them, man. I tell my hat to them.
And they're up to 120 kilometers an hour like you're doing now.
Yeah.
Then you're allowed to drive your car on the highway.
You don't have to have any athletic skill too much for luge. You know, if you're just in good shape and you're completely out of your effing mind and you're not scared of anything,
go. Yeah, I don't know. But the thing is, every fraction of a second matters in that sport, though.
Oh yeah, no, I'm joking.
I know that, but you know, the funny thing is,
end up with your head up against the wall, right? I mean,
yeah. Well, right now we're just seeing the single guys loop, but when we get into the bobsled with the 2 and the 4 guy, the 4-man bobsled, that's when it gets intense. Yeah. And of course,
what you got?
The U.S. guys running. They're running. And did you see those guys? 3 guys didn't even get in the damn cart. They were trying to, and they were one of their early prelim runs. The U.S. guys, 3 guys didn't get in. Only 1 guy's in, and he's up front driving, right? So he's going down, and he's trying to hold the sled so it doesn't go flying, or he doesn't go flying. You know what it's like trying to hold a sled by yourself? That's no brake, man. So it's all go, go, go. So as he got near the bottom, he had to slide his butt backwards to try to get back over to the brake on the 4-man sled to be able to slow it down so he didn't go flying into a wall at the end of the bottom. So as much as we laughed, that guy was like crapping his pants at the bottom of the hill. Going, oh my God, I gotta Good night.
Good night. Oh my God, that's rough. That's rough. My 3-teamer, I'll take Siena laying it here. All 2-teamer to me. Siena with Ohio Bobcats. All right, we got you through our Parlay Purple segment. Now it's time to see what our cappers have for sale over at Tony's Picks. We just gave you our free plays, but if you click the link in the description, that'll take you right over to Tony's Picks, where you'll find our best bets and premium plays up here on the board for today. Let's take a look and see what Rod has for sale today over at Tony's Picks for this Friday card. Rod, what you got?
Now, for me, I've got one play, my best bet of the day. Absolutely love that play. My 10-star college basketball slam dunk. We've hit back-to-back plays on it, so looking to make it 3 straight. Hand it over, scoop that up. And, hey, let's make it 3 straight 10-star winners there in college basketball. Or, hey, better yet, it's Friday, so grab that 3-day pass. Join me this weekend. Loaded card on Saturday, college basketball. You know, I'll have definitely plenty of action in there for you. And then we'll throw Sunday in there. A 3-day pass gets you today, Saturday, Sunday. Probably even have some Monday thrown in there for you. So that 3-day moneymaker turns into definitely a 4-day pass for you. Or even then grab that week-long moneymakers. NBA is back next Thursday. We'll have it rolling along. So definitely jump aboard something long-term. Let's have a nice winning weekend together.
There you go. Yeah, get on board with Rod over at Tony Six. Rod put together a great year in college hoops for 2025. So get on board. The CBB Slam Dunk is on the board, profit guaranteed. So get on board with Rod over at Tony's Picks. All right, let's take a look, see what Bo has for sale today over at Tony's Picks for today's card. Bo, what do you got for sale?
Yeah, right now I have a 3-pack. If you want to get my best bet, it's included. So you want to get that, just go ahead and cop all 3 up right now, man, ready to go. 3-day pass, like Rod said, that'll be kind of the best way to go. Yeah, we got a big slate tomorrow. I'm going to be locked and loaded, man, ready to catch tickets. Remember, guys, we got that 2-for-1 special. You can pair us up with another capper. That's a great promotion. Also, guys, use that code Tony T. I always say that 15%. But yeah, man, locked and ready to go, man. Love Saturday cards, man. So I'll be looking some games right now. So I'm gonna have a really nice slate, man, for you guys tomorrow, man. So go sign up over there, man, and get the winners. Need to cash your tickets.
That's right. I got on board with Bo over at Tony's Picks. Got the best bet and a 3-pack. The best bet is bundled in the 3-pack today. So get on board with Bo over at Tony's Picks. Profit guarantee means it must turn a profit or amount purchased will be credited back to your account for site credits. That's profit guarantee. So get on board with Bo over at Tony's Picks. Long-term scripts is also available. You guys like that 3-day pass here on the Friday with all the college hoops coming up here. So get on board. All right, let's see what Jorge has for sale today over at Tony's Picks. Jorge, what you got?
Let's get my best bet going today. There's there's some good value on the board today, and some trends, obviously, where 2 teams are colliding that could definitely benefit. We talked about some totals. There's some rivalries too, and you know, some games, some teams coming off big games. So there's definitely a lot of value on the card today. It's small, but I have my best bet out. But I'll have some other plays and maybe some late steam. Looking to have a big Saturday. My Saturdays have been kind of flat last couple weekends, so. I'm going to stay focused tomorrow and put out 5 or 7 games and hope to have a bounce back Saturday.
There you go, guys. Yeah, with Jorge over at Tony's Picks. Total of the week up right now from Jorge. Profit guarantee or go long term. Remember that 3-day pass instead of buying the plays individually. 3-day pass. A lot of action here in college hoops here for Saturday and Sunday. Of course, you know those Saturday cards. Plenty of games like plus 150 plus we've seen on these Sunday cards. So get on board with Jorge over at Tony's Picks. Promo code Tony T at checkout. Knocks off that 15% off. Of course, you can match up your favorite 2 cappers with the 2-for-1 capper promotion. So go ahead and get signed up. All right, I have a best bet on the board right now from college hoops. Hit my best bet yesterday here with Utah Tech. I'm looking to come back here with a winner for you guys today. So get on board with me over at Tony's Picks. Promo code Tony T knocks off that 15% off. All right, guys, with you here every day at 9:30 a.m. Eastern time. It is the Tony's Picks Morning Show. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. We greatly appreciate that. And, of course, you want to set those notifications because we have a lot of content, a lot of live content on our channel. 5 live shows for you guys to check out here on the channel. So you want to make sure you hit that notification so you don't want to miss any of these picks, as well as interact with us in the chat. We welcome your picks and your comments in the chat as always. Best way to navigate our channel is start with the homepage. Is there you'll see any live show that's going on. You could watch our live replays with the night moves with Ramon and DeAndre. That one is up there, complete rundown of the games. Alessandro with a look ahead show. Get ahead of these line moves with Alessandro midnight Eastern time. And the look ahead, Rod hosts a happy hour with his crew. The last look at these games before they begin. on the happy hour, 5 p.m. Eastern time. Of course, Daily Dangle is a hockey show that comes back here after the Olympic break. And, of course, our morning show
25th.
also archives.
25th.
25th comes
Hockey's back.
Hockey's back on the 25th, so check it out on Daily Dangle. Of course, we've got our playlist. Our compilation videos are up there. Chris's hit list comes back when we get sports. We need NHL and NBA. Then we'll have Chris's hit list back coming here. Of course, we do have our playlist for you guys to check out. So a lot of great content here. Even more coverage from college basketball here from Ramon here as well. So lots of great content there. I think about Yale Dartmouth was one we didn't cover on the show. So there's one for you guys to check out for sure. And of course, our NHL playlist will be back on the 25th as well with our hockey coverage. Fight coverage without Sandra. I don't believe the UFC is in action this week. I think it's the following week. So we'll have some more fight picks coming for you guys as well, shorts and more. So guys, check us out on the YouTube channel. Of course, Rod, you're very active here on the channel. We see you a lot here. We see you here on the happy hour with the Daily Dangle as well, coming back on the 25th.
Yeah, definitely tune in that happy hour show, 5:15 p.m. Eastern. We got you covered on all the latest info there. So definitely tune in there as you see a lot of the coverage you see here on Tony's picks. Like to join in on the happy hour. So definitely tune in there. And the Daily Dangle will be back on the 25th. Baseball's back in a week. Preseason kicks off in 1 week today. We'll see the first of the preseason games in the MLB. So that's kicking off right around the corner as well. So we lose one sport, throw in another. That's how it rolls. Won't be too long.
We're going to get some. Are we going to get some? We're going to get some degenerate exhibition baseball, Rod.
No guarantees.
No
guarantees. But I'll be very selective if I find that spot that someone's going. Hey, you never know. You get enough info on who's starting the game and who's going to play. I might be diving into. Yeah, exactly. You find some spots. I ain't going to say no to it if I find that right spot. But preseason baseball, you definitely want to be very.
Fade Dodgers. Fade Dodgers.
Yeah, you don't know how long your actually starting pitcher is going to go. You might go out there and throw 1 inning, get 3 outs. You might get 6 outs. That's usually what they're penciled in for. You can have 3 outs or 6 outs usually. And then the next man up, you don't see a whole lot of guys get stretched out early on in the preseason. I find as you go later on in the Grapefruit League, sometimes you'll get some pitchers that'll go 3-4 innings. So you definitely have to do some digging because it's I think it's the toughest cap of anything is preseason baseball.
Yeah, no doubt about that. Preseason baseball, tough cap, no doubt. Of course, I say fade Dodgers because Max Muncy said that no one's in shape coming into spring training. That's what Muncy said.
He's never in shape. He's fat all the time.
I know. He said that on foul territory there. Of course, Bo, we see it here on the mornings. We catch on some of the other shows as well. And you also come in with some on-demand content.
Yeah, I got that video up tonight, man. Bold 83. Go check that out. Start trying to be real consistent with that, guys. I know that's really try to make sure you guys have some content to check out every day, man. So I'm trying to make sure to put that up around probably 12 every night. I have it up and loaded on the drive. Yeah, man. I will be on the happy hour today. It is Friday, no school. I'm gonna try to make the live in the morning on Saturday. I haven't made one of those in a while, man. So yeah, just trying to get back, man, acclimated to the family, man. Trying to be real active on these videos. I know a lot of people have things to do, so try to be in there, man. Get some people some rest. Yeah, man. So make sure to go over there and subscribe, guys. Got a lot of great content, man. I really check out the videos myself. These guys are some great handicappers, so if you really need some information to put you on some winning tickets, man, go there and make sure to subscribe to the channel. We'd really appreciate it.
Yeah, try from Bo. You catch him here live on our shows as well. Jorge, we see you a lot here on the mornings.
Yeah, man. I whenever I plan to go do an afternoon, it seems like at 2 o'clock or 5 p.m. Eastern, all the latest information comes out on the games. Who's going to play in the NBA? Who's not? And it wasn't like that before. And I kind of thought the other day is that I don't ever plan on doing a late show. You just get bombarded. I mean, maybe now we won't. With the NBA gone and hockey off, until the Olympics. But I definitely will come on in the morning and do my best to try to jump on one of the afternoon shows.
There you go, guys. Check us out here on the channel. A lot of great content. Like, subscribe, set notifications here. And, of course, appreciate everybody in the chat joining us here today on the show as well with their contributions and your picks and more. Southpaw in here as well. Call Dog as well. Cal Dog is always great seeing you here on the show as well. Here, Alessandro coming in here as well with some content. Mandigo as well here in the chat. Ron Hahn in there recovering. Are you off? Still on the crutches? It was still on the crutches. He's recovering from being hit by a drunk driver.
That's horrible. I thought you were talking about one of his bets or something. One of the Detroit teams.
No. He went for,
But fast recovery.
Fast recovery there for Ron Hahn up there. Shout out to him. Trooper was, he was in his hospital bed chatting with us in the chat room during his recovery.
What else are you gonna do?
Yeah, that's what it was.
Get some wagers in. At least you can do that.
That's right. He got some of his wagers in as well. So appreciate there, Ron Hahn there. Hope you're getting a lot better there. All right, that's gonna do it here for the show. We're back again tomorrow live. Any close thoughts from you guys before we close it out?
No, 7-1 day.
Yeah, make it win today, guys.
Don't forget, gonna whip it up on France.
France, guys. Hey, by the way, the women's knockout round starts today. By the way, the women's knockout today. Think about it, guys. Make a good one. We're back tomorrow here.